Hey everyone, NWA Prepper here. Just kind of relaxing. Thought I would talk to you guys for a minute. So I am just hanging out here in my backyard in town, building way too big of a fire for my little chimney. So we're going to let that burn down a little bit. That's why I say it's too much. It's coming out the top. We did some. We're going to do some cooking on top of there in a little while, but for right now, we're letting it burn down. So I thought I would take some time and see what heating, or more to the point, cooking alternatives you have in your house. Now, of course, number one thing that everyone will say, or the number one method to me, is a wood stove. But I don't have one of those. I do have a fireplace, a couple actually, but I don't have a fireplace or a wood burning stove, and I don't have the implements, to move pots and pans inside and outside of the oven or inside of the fireplace. Now I know I could get them, or I could make them pretty easily, but I do have this guy, and it's actually pretty new to me. This is my first time to sit out here in front of it. It is not Scout's first time. He has already, what did he tell me he did? Christened it with marshmallows. And it seemed to work well. Or, I'm sure it did. But, so what other ways do you guys have to heat or cook food where you live? So I'm blessed that I have a gas stove, and so I can use the gas on the stove even if the power goes out, and so that's a good thing. But that's the only things that are built into my house. So of course I have a camp stove and backpacking stoves, but I thought that this guy would be a welcome addition for a couple reasons. Number one, I like how it doesn't, it's because of the shape, it controls where the visible light goes, and I like that. It burns things good and hot, so it doesn't leave a whole lot of smoke after you get it going. And I think I could cook pretty good on the top here with a grate. I don't know about controllable heat because of the smokestack or the chimney. I don't know, but I'm gonna try it. I wouldn't put a big pot on it, a big pot of water or anything, but for family of 5, then I might do it. But I don't know that I'd be doing large group cooking on it, and I don't know how the clay would do with fat and things from cooking meat up there. So I've got to figure all that out. But for today, I do think it's a good addition. I think I could boil water on it. It's certainly convenient for just sitting in my backyard and planting the garden area. Of course, it starts over here and goes all the way back. So I'm planting the garden. I'm just relaxing, and I got to thinking I could cook on it. I thought about going and getting something from the house to cook, but I decided I'm not really hungry, so I would just be doing it to play, so I chose not to. it's a wonderful day. And even though I'm just sitting out around this little fire, I mean, literally, it's not that I need the heat. I'm in shorts, which is no big surprise. But I do like just sitting and watching the fire. Got me to thinking, like I said, about cooking. And so I thought I'd ask or point out that you need alternate ways to cook around your house. Whether you're in an apartment and you have a little folding grill, whether you're in the country and have a big wood stove, or somewhere in the between, or whether you're just out in the woods and you have a fire ring. What are your plans on cooking? And have you gotten out and done some of it, cooked, or just spent time around that method to be familiar with it, so that when you need to use it, when you need to use fire, it's your friend, not your enemy. When you need to use an alternate way of cooking, it's familiar with you, and not a burden. Thanks for watching. I know this one's kind of short, but I'm going to go back to my little fire here while I play in the garden. Let's get ready.